Welcome to Stop Paying Capital Gains Now, where guests will share their experiences in saving money easily with this Spendthrift Trust. The real name for the trust is Irrevocable, Complex, Discretionary, Non-Grantor Spendthrift Trust. Capital gains are currently 23.8% on any profits, be it a crypto investor, crypto miner, real estate investor, day trader, forex, stock market trader. Your guest is Sally Gimon, and I want to make sure that you can learn how to save money easily.
Hi, my name is Sally Gimon, and I am the owner of thetrustisyou.com and this brand new podcast called Stop Paying Capital Gains Now. So I want to say thank you for listening to my podcast wherever you're listening to this. You could just say you like it because I'm trying to grow my restaurant. So what I want to talk to you is how the Spendthrift Trust can save you so much money, either 1099 income or if you're an investor. So let me explain this a little bit and then get into a fun story. Now, the Spendthrift Trust comes from England. Back when King Henry VIII got in trouble for chopping off his wives' heads, he started up the Church of England. He went to go tax the lords and ladies of England. They went back to the Magna Carta. I'm not giving you those years because I'm a dyslexic and get things confused. But they started up this trust. This is a contract law, does come from England, and it is here in the United States. The trust I sell is so different from your mom and dad's family trust, or what Susie Orman talks about. That trust only avoids you going through probate or court system when someone dies. This Spendthrift Trust is going to save you in three ways. Number one, it's going to save you federal taxes. Everybody wants to save federal taxes. Number two, it's going to keep your information 100% private so nobody knows what you're doing. That's kind of important in today's time when your information is being stolen all the time. Number three, which I never thought was that important, but I've now had 4 clients who tell me that they were stopped paying judgment when they are sued and save them thousands of dollars. So again, with the Spendthrift Trust, I don't care which trust you get, save federal taxes, keep your information private, and you pay no judgment when you are sued. Now, the business trust is for 1099 income earners. I have another a podcast for that coming up because that's an interesting story too. That's next week's. This week, we are going to be talking about the beneficial Spendthrift Trust. Number one, it saves you capital gains. Who doesn't want to save capital gains? Number two, it's going to save you interest income. It's going to save you dividend income. It's going to save you rental income. And it's going to save you in royalties. So this story goes back to somebody who I had spoken to back in August of 2022. He is a wholesaler in Florida, and he had several houses that he was looking at that he was going to wholesale. His name is Tom. His idea is to sell each wholesale house at $20,000. And what he was planning on doing is he had five houses that he was going to wholesale, and he thought he was going to sell them for $20,000 a piece. So when we looked at his numbers, and I'm looking down at my notes so I have the right information, he was going to save $23,800 on those 5 wholesale deals at $20,000 a piece. Well, we had an initial conversation on Zoom, and then we had a second conversation with his wife, Maryanne. Well, we started talking, and so she says, what about royalties? And I'm like, well, royalties are taxed a little bit differently. Short-term capital gains, 23.8%. That's what Tom is paying because he's wholesaling his houses. Long-term capital gains, more than a year, are 15% or 20%. Interest income, dividend income, and rental income is the tax in between 7 different layers, between 10% to 37%, and royalties are a little bit less, between 10% to 35%, 7 different layers. She is an artist. She does acrylic artwork and she does watercolors. I did not know this when I started talking to Tom. So I said, well, if you are in the NFT world, you can sell artwork there over and over again. I put Maryanne in contact with a friend of mine who is in the NFT world. I want to say thank you very much to my friend, Tirza. She talked to her. And so Maryanne, over Thanksgiving, did one picture, put it up on the NFT world on Saturday of Thanksgiving weekend, and she sold it for $1,000. She's like, wow, that's easy. So what she did is she started to do a series of 1 through 100. So 1,000, the first picture sold for $1,000. That's 1099 income. Picture number 2 to picture 100 is royalties. So she was going to sell $100,000 worth of pictures. Her husband's like, hey, good luck. I wish you well. She sold that first series of 100 pictures in under 14 days, from Thanksgiving, Saturday of Thanksgiving weekend to the middle of December. She's like, this was easy. What if I go back to my old artwork? She had professional pictures done with this. What if she starts selling them on the Meta World? So, we had this conversation back in August. They set up an appointment with me last week because they wanted to give me their numbers because they are so happy and they want other people to know about this too. And I'm happy to share it with them. When you do buy the trust, part of the purchase of the trust is we do have a retainer for you to talk to a CPA who knows how to file a 1041 tax return for you. Now, Tom and Maryanne, just to give you an idea, Tom is still working full-time, and Maryanne staying home taking care of their 3 children. So they still have to do their personal taxes, so their CPA was doing that. But the CPA I introduced them to do their 2022 1041, did their taxes for them and gave them this information. This is kind of important. So again, going back to Tom, we knew he was going to save $23,800 with his 5 houses. Actually, Tom sold 6 houses, so it's more than this, but I don't have those figures. So Tom wholesaled 6 houses from August of 2022 to December 31st, 2022. He saved capital gains 23.8% on all his wholesale houses. So let me give you the numbers. Let me do this correctly so we have the right numbers for you. Woo. So let's say he made $20,000 times 6, $120,000. Good for Tom. He's about to quit his job, by the way, too. Times 0.238. So for Tom in 2022, we saved him $28,560 in capital gains. That's a lot of money. He's still working full time because he's doing this wholesaling deal, but he is about to quit his job. So he did save $28,560. Going back to his wife, Maryanne, with her selling pictures 2 through 100 at 24%, between 10% to 35%, her tax rate is 24%. This is what they confirmed. With her, she saved $23,760 for the family. So let me add this in, $23,760. So for this family in Florida, a family of 5, they saved $52,320 in 2022 on their taxes because of the Spendthrift Trust. Congratulations to both of them. Now, there was a cost for the trust. It was $20,500. So let me erase that out so you have the right information. So because I want this to be as truthful as possible. So they saved in 2022 $28,820 after we took out the cost of the trust. That's a lot of money for a family of 5. It pays for a lot of things. So this conversation that we had last week, Tom, again, has already wholesaled 5 houses in Florida. He and I know each other from Mom's house. He's working with people who are going from their everyday house going into assisted living. If you guys want more information with that, you can reach out to me. So again, he has sold, I'm going to clear this out. So we have this. So far he has sold $23,800. And going back to Maryanne with what she had decided when we had this conversation, instead of just doing 1 series of 100 pictures, she has 7 series of 100 pictures. Good for her. She has not sold all of these pictures yet, but she's on her way. She's selling each one of these pictures for $1,000 in the Meta universe. There's a whole different thing out in the Meta universe. But if she does sell all, so we're going to say $100,000, $700,000 pictures, she's on her way doing this. What we figure, picture 2 through 100, she's going to save, are you ready for this? She's going to save $166,320. Put that to what Tom has done so far. We're just putting these figures together. 166,320. The family of 5 in Florida for 2023 are on target so far to save over $190,000. The right number is $190,120. Tom is working full time. Tom has put in his 2-week notice. He is going to quit working full time April 20th? What's the end of April? Let me get my little handy dandy calculator. April 28th. So in 2 days, he is going to stop working full time. He is going to now take his children. He's got 3 children. He's going to walk them to school every single day. Maryanne is going to continue doing her NFT artwork. The two of them have paid off their house. The two of them are now, instead of wholesaling the houses that Tom is getting, are going to start keeping the houses. And because they do have the Spendthrift Trust, Tom is aware that when he starts to keep these houses and starts doing rental income with them or doing Airbnb, he knows with rental income, he's going to save between 10 to 35%. Now, right now, we do know because of what they're doing, we do know that their tax rate is 24%. Again, this was before they started with the Spendthrift Trust. So if Tom continues to do what he does, he has just started with 2 rentals. Each rental is paying him $2,000 a month. So that's times 2. So he's making $4,000 a month in rental income. So again, he started this in February, so I'm going to charge this by 10 months. So just give me let you know what I'm doing. 10 times, that's $40,000. Times 0.24%, we're going to save them an extra $9,600. So again, I'm putting all these numbers together because this is a fantastic story because I want you to know exactly what's happening here. So $9,600 plus what he saved from wholesaling the houses already, plus what she's saving from doing her artwork. So this family of 5 in Florida is going to save just under $200,000 in taxes in 2023. That's a lot of money. The right number, so you have this, is $199,720 because what Tom has started, he was wholesaling. He wholesaled 5 houses in 2023 so far, but he's keeping 2 of them, and he's got renters in there paying him $2,000 a month. That's $4,000 a month for 10 months, and that he's going to save that money there. This family is on a projection to do quite a bit of good work. I'm going to be honest, they are tithing to their church, so they're now tithing more to their church. Their children are now going to a private school. The Spendthrift Trust is covering that for them. They are helping family members. They have their children as beneficiaries of the trust. They have family members of the beneficiaries trust. They set an appointment with me, not to crow, but to say thank you. Do you know what that does for me? It makes my life so much better. I want to help as many people as possible out there save as much money as possible on their taxes. The Spendthrift Trust is legal, it's patented, and it's in the IRS tax code 643B, like Bravo. What they are doing to do this, but the business trust saves up to 70% on 1099 income. The beneficial trust is going to save you short-term capital gains, 23.8%. That's what Tom did for 5 houses. Then for long-term capital gains, it's either 15% or 20%. I'm working with business brokers with people selling their businesses. Now, what Tom and Maryanne have gotten involved with, there's interest income, dividend income, and rental income that is taxed between 10% to 37%. Tom has 2 rentals at 24%, so we're saving him money there. His wife, Maryanne, is in with doing royalties between 10% and 35%. She's at 24% for that. She's saving royalties there. This family, because of the Spendthrift Trust, is saving almost $200,000 in 2023 so far. We're just in April so far. Then they're going to start saving even more money. They now have their 3 children in private school that's being paid for by the trust. Their 2 vehicles are paid off and owned by the trust. The trust pays for their insurance on the vehicles and pays for the gas going into the vehicles. The trust pays for all the food for the 3 children. What the trust does not pay for Tom and Maryanne is food, fun, and fashion. They're like, well, that's okay. They have a little journal. When Tom walks his kids to school, he does things in his head to figure this out. They are saving so much money. Maryanne has sent me 4 more artists that she's met in the meta world, and we're saving them royalties. Tom is in a real estate group. He's sending me more people. Every time you refer someone to me, you also get, when I get paid, they get paid $600 for a referral or a JV agreement. So if I can start saving you money, either with 1099 income, with capital gains, with interest income, with dividend income, with rental income, or royalties, my name is Sally Gimon. The website is The Trust Is You. My new podcast is Stop Paying Capital Gains Now. This podcast is talking about capital gains, rental income, and royalties. I hope you've learned something new today. I want to teach this to as many people as possible. Take care. Have a beautiful day. I appreciate y'all. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to Stop Paying Capital Gains Now. You can find out more about this at thetrustisyou.com. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can get this and every other episode that comes out. We have lots of great stuff coming up, so make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out. Thank you in advance for all the reviews and comments. I really do appreciate it. And I look forward to serving you next week's episode. Take care. Have a beautiful week.